Are you looking to live a more authentic and meaningful life? In today's world, it can be hard to stay true to your values and beliefs. We're constantly bombarded with messages from media, our peers, and society that tells us that who we should be and what we should do in order to fit in. This pressure can cause us to lose sight of our authenticity, the unique qualities that make us who we are. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by these expectations and forget why it is important to us to embrace our own individual truth. Today, I'll share 5 steps to staying true to your values that can help you gain a greater sense of self-confidence and purpose in life. Hello, and welcome to Rise to Your Money Power, where we have honest conversations to empower you around your relationship with money. I'm Pamela Plick, and I'm on a mission to empower women to confidently build wealth from the inside out. I help purpose-driven women to overcome feeling anxious, stuck, or overwhelmed related to their personal relationship with money so that they can become confident, achieve peace of mind, financial freedom, and impact. And I do this through my signature programs and services, as well as events and community. In a world filled with constant noise and extreme external influences, it's essential to cultivate a strong sense of identity. But where do we begin? The answer lies in finding the courage to stay true to ourselves. By honoring and living by our core principles, we unlock a powerful pathway to self-discovery, personal growth, and a more fulfilling life. So let's discuss the 5 steps to staying true to your values. The first step to staying true to your values is to define your values. Values are the guiding principles that shape our character and our behavior. They represent what we hold dear and what matters most to us. So take time to reflect on your values. What do you stand for? What principles do you want to embody in all aspects of your life? Identifying and clarifying your values is the first step towards creating a stronger sense of identity. Once you've identified your values, the next step is to make sure they're reflected in the choices you make and how you live your life. This may require some shifts in thinking and behavior. For example, if one of your values is honesty, then you might choose to be more open about your feelings and thoughts, even when it's uncomfortable. Values are an integral part of our lives. They can also provide us with a sense of purpose, direction, and meaning. While values may be different from person to person, they often reflect what we consider most important in life. This could be things like honesty, courage, respect, integrity, fairness, compassion, loyalty, and so on. And it could also include spirituality, family, financial freedom, travel. So those are all examples of values that we need to think about, and decide which ones are most important to us. And when we identify and clarify our values, it helps us to create a strong sense of identity. It allows us to understand ourselves better and come to terms with who we are as individuals. We can then use this insight to make decisions that will bring us closer to aligning with aligning our behaviors with that which is most important to us in life. Integrating values into everyday life requires effort and dedication on the part of the individual. This might mean making conscious choices about how we spend our time, as well as where we allocate our resources. It could also involve changing certain habits or thought patterns which no longer serve us or do not currently reflect our values. So, for example, if one of your values is kindness, then you might choose to practice more compassion, not only to others, but to yourself, especially when confronted with difficult situations or emotions. Overall, becoming aware of our own values gives us greater autonomy over how we live out our lives and make decisions. By incorporating them into all aspects of life, from how we communicate with others to how we set goals for ourselves, we can ensure that our actions are in line with what matters most to us as individuals. The second step to staying true to your values is to align with authenticity. Staying true to your values means aligning your thoughts, words, and actions to your authentic self. It requires courage and vulnerability to live in accordance with your principles, even when faced with challenges and pressures from society. Embrace your uniqueness and allow your values to be the compass that guides your decisions and actions. When you lead with authenticity, you attract like-minded individuals and opportunities that resonate with your true self. Living authentically means taking a stand and operating from a place of moral integrity. It's more than just being true to yourself. It requires finding and embracing your individual strengths, passions, and values. And when you understand what matters most to you, it helps guide your decision-making process as well. Being authentic also requires standing up for what you believe in and defending the rights of others, even when it may not be popular. And practicing authenticity also allows you to develop meaningful relationships based on honesty and trust. In addition, aligning with your authentic self can lead to a greater satisfaction as well as increased confidence in yourself and your abilities. And living an authentic life is not always easy, to be honest, but it can be immensely rewarding. It enables you to prioritize your values and become a role model for others. When faced with challenging times, take time to pause and reflect on what matters most to you. Reassess your actions and determine if they are in alignment with your core values. Make adjustments as needed to ensure that you are living authentically and embracing the best version of you. One person, well-known person that has truly embodied living an authentic life is, in my opinion, is Oprah Winfrey. She's well-known, a well-known example of someone who's embraced her authenticity and was rewarded with success. She overcame countless obstacles in order to make something of herself, including growing up in poverty, being sexually abused, and dropping out of college. Now, despite these setbacks, she persevered and achieved success by staying true to herself. Now, even when her goal was to be on television, and even when The higher ups were telling her she did not have the right look or the right demeanor to be a television show host. But today, Oprah is one of the most powerful women in the world, thanks to her commitment to her core values and authentic self. I think the lesson from Oprah's story is really powerful. It tells us to stay true, how staying true to yourself can lead to remarkable success when combined with dedication and hard work. So, embracing authenticity lets us be our own best version of ourselves and brings out the best in everyone around us. The third step to staying true to your values is to discover your inner strength. Choosing to stay true to your values takes courage, but it also unveils your inner strength. This inner strength is the foundation of a truly meaningful and purposeful life, one that's filled with joy, passion, and fulfillment. When you choose to stay true to your values, it will help you open up new opportunities for growth and progress in all areas in your life. As you continue to discover and embrace the power of your core values, you can find yourself in a place of greater harmony and peace with who you are as an individual. At times, it can be really difficult to maintain, to be steadfast in our beliefs, but by taking ownership of our own decisions, and we can create a positive change that will ultimately lead us towards a fulfilling life. Discovering and staying true to your inner strength takes courage, but it will also bring about new levels of understanding and personal growth. The fourth step to staying true to your values is to set boundaries. Creating boundaries in your life is important for maintaining a healthy sense of identity. Setting boundaries means communicating your needs clearly and asserting them with confidence when necessary. This could involve saying no to activities or people that don't align with your values. Now, remember, no is a complete sentence. When we say no, a lot of times we want to over-explain why we're saying no to something, but no is a complete sentence. Also, making time to do things that you enjoy, or speaking up if someone is trying to take advantage of you. Doing this will help protect your energy and empower you to make choices that are right for you, and ultimately make you feel more secure in your own skin. By setting clear boundaries, you also create safe and healthy relationships with others. Knowing what you need and want will help you to communicate this to your friends, family, colleagues, and romantic partners. You'll be able to express more easily in these relationships and stand up for yourself when needed, all really key components to having a strong sense of self-worth. Establishing firm boundaries is also essential for managing stress levels and avoiding burnout. Having clear limits and working clear limits around working hours or how much energy you put into certain tasks can save time and effort in the long run. The most important thing to remember when it comes to setting boundaries is that it's about taking responsibility for your own well-being, because no one else can do that for you. In addition, it's also important to set clear boundaries in your financial life. And this is one of the key areas that I see with women, especially those of us who are mothers, or maybe we are responsible for others in our household or in our family, it's so important to set those clear boundaries. Setting clear boundaries in your financial life is crucial to achieving both short-term and long-term financial stability. By establishing your spending limits, budgeting carefully, and tracking your expenses, those are just a few ways to set boundaries and manage finances. And the most important thing that you can do for those who are your loved ones is to be financially secure so that you don't end up having to depend on others for your financial security. So setting these boundaries help you stay on top of your finances, ensuring that you don't overspend or put yourself into debt. Boundaries also help prioritize needs versus wants. It's easy to get tempted to spend more than necessary when not tracking your expenses. So remember, needs versus wants. Now, in addition, establishing your clear boundaries will allow you to make smart investments that can lead to greater financial security down the line. Having good money management skills goes hand in hand with creating and following these boundaries so that you can be in control of your finances rather than having your finances control you. The fifth step to staying true to your values is to live a fulfilling life. When you live in alignment with your values, you experience a profound sense of fulfillment. Your decisions and actions become a reflection of your authentic self, leading to a greater sense of purpose and meaning in your personal and professional life. By staying true to your values, you create a life that's congruent with your innermost desires, bringing you joy, satisfaction, and a deep sense of identity. And by laying a strong foundation based on your values, you can begin to create a life of purpose and ambition. Making decisions that honor what's important to you can lead you to measurable accomplishments, improved relationships with those around you, and better emotional well-being. And being true to yourself also allows you to use your unique gifts and talents in the pursuit of goals that are meaningful to you, and in turn, bringing out the best of who you are. And living a fulfilling life requires dedication and focus. However, it pays dividends in terms of personal satisfaction and happiness. So setting aside time for reflection is essential for fulfillment. So take some time each day or each week to be mindful of your choices and ensure alignment with your values. Dedicate moments throughout the day to ask yourself, how your actions can bring you closer to achieving your goals, or if this action that I'm going to take, does it bring me closer to my goals, or does it take me further away? Being creative in finding ways to make a difference and have an impact on the world around you. Lastly, challenge yourself regularly with new experiences and learning opportunities that will help you grow as an individual and reach even higher levels of fulfillment. So in conclusion, creating a stronger sense of identity starts with finding the courage to stay true to your values. Embrace the uniqueness of who you are and let your values guide your journey. By living authentically, you not only deepen your sense of self, but also you inspire others to do the same. So remember, the power to shape your identity lies with you. Embrace your values, cultivate courage, and embark on a transformative path towards a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. So let's recap what we talked about today. We covered the 5 steps to stay true to your values. Step 1, define your values. Step 2, align with authenticity. 3, discover your inner strength. 4, set boundaries. And 5, live a fulfilling life. At this point, I invite you to take some time to reflect and ask yourself these 3 questions to help give you clarity and to motivate yourself into moving forward. Number 1, what are my core values and how do they shape my identity? 2, what obstacles might be preventing me from living authentically? And 3, what action can I take today towards creating more meaningful change in my life? I'd like to offer 2 free gifts that to you that will help you to take this learning even further. The first gift is for you if you would like to learn more about your relationship with money and how it might be preventing you from living the authentic life that you desire. If that's you, then I invite you to take my free money type quiz. It only takes 5 minutes to complete and it can change your life. Now, the second gift is for you if you are ready to outline a mini plan so that you can overcome challenging patterns and blocks and identify your next steps towards building a more empowered relationship with money that will lead you to creating a more authentic life. If that's you, then I invite you to apply for my complimentary Money Power Breakthrough call. To take advantage of either of these 2 gifts, just go to PamelaPlick.com/thank you. And that's PamelaPlick.com/thank you. And then once you've taken advantage of the free gifts, then I invite you to check out my other tools and resources to help you start unlocking your financial freedom and setting yourself up for long-term success. In closing, I'd like to leave you with this thought. Let your values guide you and remain true to yourself. Only then can you achieve your goals with passion and commitment. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. And until next time, remember, you can rise to your money power.